We are at our first index point. The name of the first index topic is that Introduction to Amazon VPC. The first and foremost thing, let me tell you the full form of VPC. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. Now let us take a look at the introductory part of VPC. Now before going to on our VPC, like the definitions of VPC, let me consider one simple example. Let us consider our AWS, the whole AWS account as an apartment. Alright. And our VPC, our virtual private cloud, is inside that apartment. That means VPC is a flat onto that AWS apartment. So now tell me one thing, that according to this scenario, we are having an apartment. Inside that apartment, we are having a flat. Can I say that a person who is living onto that flat is isolated from that apartment? Yes, I can say that. Now, this is the main function of VPC. What is the main function of VPC? It is provide the isolation layer. Like when I am at the flat, other person nearby flat or nearby my locality means of that flat or hall cannot see me. Means within that apartment, I have got one isolation layer. Got it. Now let us dive into more detail of what inside that flat. Inside that flat, we are having some bedrooms. Inside that flat, we are having some kitchen, some bathroom, drawing room. Got it. So now what we have done, we have further isolated ourselves from that flat also. At the first stage, we were at the apartment. At the second stage, we were at the flat. Now we are at the third stage. That we are inside our flat means onto some rooms, bedrooms, kitchen, hall, drawing room, something like that. Now, when I am inside that room, like nobody can see me. If I have closed the door, means nobody can see me. I can like do anything, I can sing a song, I can dance, I can do anything, but no one can see me. And tell me one thing, that if I need to communicate, then how I will be communicating from my bedroom to my drawing room? The thing is that we will be using the concept of door. We will open the door, we will access our drawing room. Now here door stands for router in our AWS course. Means door stands for router. And going from the bedroom to the drawing room is called as subnet. Means I can switch my subnets and all. Got it. Now let us take a look onto this slide. It says that your private network space in AWS cloud. Yes, it is a private network space in our AWS cloud. Now, at the second diagram, it says that it provides the logical isolation for your workloads. Now, this diagram meaning is that I can have multiple VPCs for my developer team, for my test team, and lastly, my production team. Means that I can have multiple VPC. Okay, I can have multiple VPC and the function of VPC will be different. Means work done by their particular VPCs will be different. VPC provides me this facility also. Let us check our third diagram. Since we can divide our VPC or we can have multiple VPC, we need this secure access. Like if I had given the VPC, means one of the VPC, to my developer team, I don't want the test guy to go and access the VPC of the developer team. Got it. Now it provides the secure access and security for your VPC resources. I hope it is clear. Now, let us move on to our next slide. It says that a VPC, virtual private cloud, is a virtual network dedicated to your AWS account. Yes, a AWS account will be having its dedicated virtual network by default. Now let us see that what VPC offers. Now in the second point it says that it supports both the IPv4 version 4 and version 6 address range. It also provides the creating of a specific CIDR block. Now CIDR stands for classless interdomain routing. It provides me to create a specific CIDR blocks for my AWS resources. Let us take a look at the last point. It also provides the controlling inbound and outbound. Now, what is the meaning of controlling of inbound and outbound? I can control that from my hall, I can always enter to my bedroom. From bedroom, I cannot go to hall. Got it? Now, by examples, we will be taking a look at VPC, inbound and outbound traffic. Now, let us check the VPC implementation. Now, we can deploy our VPC into one of the AWS regions. We can deploy our VPC in one of the AWS regions. Fine. Now, where comes the availability zone? Availability zone comes under the regions. Got it? Now, if I will be selecting my VPC, like if I have a VPC and I want to deploy into that East US region, now I will also check that in that specific region, how many availability zones are there. Let's take a look at this data. It says that availability zone A, availability zone B, and zone C. Now, if we have deployed our VPC to a specific region, on to inside that means after region comes the availability zone. Now we will click the zone, like the availability zone from which we want to host our resources of VPC. Now let us take a look at the VPC implementation. The first and foremost, we will be taking a look at the single virtual private cloud environment. Now, the use of single VPC environment is specifically for a small team, for a small startup, which they don't want to mess it here and ever. Like they are having some single applications. They are having small team. And here it is written single application by managed by only one person or a very small team. Now, single application here stands for application that are tightly coupled with each other with a single function. Now, this single VPC environment is specifically for the use for a small team. Now, since it is specifically for the small team, it has a great like high performance computing since it is a very it is used by a small team. Let us take a look at our other example. It says that multi VPC environment. Now, first we have taken a look at the single VPC environment. Now we are moving on to our multi VPC environment. Now, for an example, let us consider an example for multi VPC environment. Let us take our TechPlus consultancy services for this example. In TechPlus consulting services, we are having the support team, we are having the trainers team, we are also having the business team, like business inquiry and all. Now, I don't want them to be interact, means they don't even want to interact onto each other. What is the use of interacting the business inquiry with the trainers one? Got it. Now, here it is written as single team or single organization, such as managed service provider. At the second point, it is written limited teams, which make this easier to maintain standard and manage access. Now here it is written maintain standards and manage access. This what I was saying to you means I don't want my business inquiry guys to communicate with the trainers. So I don't want them to like interact with each other, means they don't even want to interact. So by the implementation, means by implementing the multi VPC environment, this thing is also possible. Now it says that multiple account environment. Now this is for large organization or organization with multiple IT teams. Means there is an AWS account and there is another AWS account. In that AWS account, we are having one VPC, means multiple AWS account will be having multiple VPC. Now, it is widely used for large organization or organization with multiple IT teams. Like in a specific organization, we are having the two products running for the mobile application and for the website. Now on to that particular organization, we will divide our VPC for the mobile team, for the website team. Now, let me just give you a tour for the key attribute of VPC. Till now, we have got our like the introductory part of the VPC. What is the use? How many types of VPC environment are there? How to implement? What is subnetting? What is routing? Now let us take a look at the key attribute. The first one, your private network in the AWS cloud. Now let me just give you a quick short note. By default, AWS allow only one VPC for a particular region. Just a quick short note. It says that, means in the second point, logical isolation for your workloads. Now, what is the logical isolation? The logical isolation stands here for that is custom CIDR things. That is your resources and region. It provides the isolation. And yeah, it also specify at the second last point here, can have up to 5 VPCs per region per account by default, and if you want to increase the limit, then we can send a request for with the AWS support to increase our VPC quota. Let us take a look at our last point. Supports bringing your own IP prefix. IP prefix stands for the IP schema, means the IP schema. And let us consider an example. Suppose there is one IP 10.0.0. Okay. Now we have got that IP and we want that IP means same schema on to be present onto our new VPC, that virtual private cloud. Now this thing is also supported by our VPC, means Amazon VPC. Amazon VPC also supports that to bringing the same IP schema onto our new virtual private cloud. Now let us take a quick short break, and after that we will be starting our VPC, that is for the subnet part. Thank you.